This is the Mathematics Paper 1 Core IGCSE 0580/11 October November 2023. The paper is an hour. So I'm going to go through a few of the instructions we need to take notes, which most importantly are how to round off your final answers if you are dealing with angle. Also, if you are working with pi for angles, they said give non-exact numerical answers correct to 3 significant figures. This is common for most IGCSE mathematics questions. When you are dealing with angles and your answer is in decimal, always make sure to leave it in 1 decimal place or 3 significant figures. The same for pi. Follow the instruction. For pi, use either your calculator value or 3.142. We'll see how to apply these instructions as we solve further. So other instructions you can read on your own, but bear in mind the core paper 1 lasts for an hour, as I mentioned earlier. So you are allowed to use your geometrical instruments and your calculator as well. The question paper carries 56 marks. This particular question paper has 25 questions, and the total mark for it is 56 marks. The number of marks for each question or part question is shown in brackets. If you are familiar with IGCSE, you would have seen how they put the mark for each question outside like that. So let's start with the very first question. So to begin, the very first question says, write down the numerical name for this type of angle. The numerical name for this angle is obtuse. I'm going to briefly explain other types, but this one is obtuse. It is 1 mark. You are not expected to waste time here. There are 3 particular kind of angles surrounding the 90-degree angle, which is one of them, and then this. The first one is called acute. The second one is the right angle, while the last one is the obtuse angle. Angles less than 90 are acute angles, exactly 90 right angles, and then greater than 90. Of course, we have other angles like angles on a straight line. We have angles at a point as well, but these ones do not have special names. Some will call this revolutionary angle, but this is just what you need, the obtuse angle for this particular question without wasting much time. Moving on to question number 2, it says write down the value of 8 in 58312. If you pronounce this will be 58,317. 58,000. So this is 8,000. That's the value of that. Although if you also write 1,000, you are also correct. It is at the thousandth position using your unit tens, hundred, and then thousand. So you also be marked right because it is in the thousandth position, but the actual value is 8,000. So stick with this, please. Moving on to question number 3, complete the statement. When x is equal to dash, x plus 3 is equal to 8. What they are saying is simply solve this equation. So we have x plus 3 is 8. To solve for x, we need to take 3 to the other side. So you have 8 minus 3, so that x is 5. This is simply what they are asking you. The second situation as well, you have 7y is equal to 63. So divide both sides by 7. so that you can solve for y, and you see that y is 9. But you are looking for 10y. Do not just put 9 here. So you still need to do 10 times 9, which will give you 19. Okay, that was a tricky one, but it's all 1 mark. You do not need to waste much time on it. You don't even need to show your calculation if you know your answer, because it is 1 mark. Just go ahead and give us what the final answer is. So the next one says, find the value of the cube root of 5832. Here you are not expected to do any calculation. Just go ahead and press your calculator. Whatever it gives you, put your final value in this line here. So I'm going to go ahead and just press my calculator for that. The exact value I got after pressing that was 18. So the cube root of that is simply 18. All right, moving on to question number 5. A watch costs $12,400. In a sale, there is a discount of 16%. Calculate the amount of the discount. This is also very important. Calculate the amount of the discount. You are not finding how much is left after you've removed the discount. So 16%. So let's say that the discount is X, but the discount is also 16% of 12,400. So you say 16%, which is 16 over 100 times 12,400. So you want to go ahead and do your proper division and just simply press your calculator for 16 times 124. And that gives me 1984. So that is 1984. Your work is done. You do not need to put the unit sign because it's already here for you. Moving on to the next question. Question number 6 says, May writes down 5 integers. The lowest integer is 8. So he wrote down, I don't know if May is a boy or a girl, but he wrote down 5 integers. 8 is one of them. The range is 9. The median is 15. The total of 5 integers is 66. There is no mode. There is no mode means that all of them appear at equal frequency. So if there is 8, it's either there is only one 8 as the rest, or there are 2 8s, then every other one will be 2 as well. But since there are 5 integers only, it means there are only one appearance of each integer. So the lowest of them is 8 and the median is 15. The total of the 5 integers is 66. So if you add 8 plus, let's say the next number is A, B, the next is B, C, and then D. If you add them all together to give you 8 plus A plus B plus C plus D, you should get 66. So it means the sum of the first 4 is going to be 66 minus 8, which is 58. Okay. When they say the range is 9, what it meant is that the difference between the largest number, if we assume that D is the largest number, the difference between the largest and the smallest number, which is 8, is 9. That is what this statement means. So we are going to say D minus 8 is 9. So it simply means that these 9 plus 8, 17. So we have solved this to be 17. Then a plus b plus c plus 17 is 58. So it simply means that a plus b then plus c is going to be 58 minus 17, which is simply 41. So a plus b plus c is 41. Also, we were told that the median is 15. Median is the number in the middle when you arrange your 5 integers from the lowest to the highest. We've been told that this is the lowest, which is 8, and the highest is 17 from what we got here. The median is obviously b, and we are told that this value is 15. So I'm going to rewrite that. So I have 8, I can put 8 here, I can put 17 here, and I can go ahead and put 15 here. Now remember we said the sum of the numbers in the middle is 41. So if we take away 15, which we already know, is b, which is 15, from 41, we have 26. So the sum of two numbers, a and c, is now 26. A plus c is 26. So how do you share 26 between this number and this number? So was there anything given regarding the distance between these two numbers? If there's no such number, there's no such pattern, we can look at what two numbers can be added, what two integers can be added to give us 26, such that it follows this pattern. The first number will be of value between 8 and 15, and then the second one will be between 15 and 17. So 26, I can say 12. If I say 12 and 14, 14 is obviously less than 15, so that I can say 11 and 15, which is not possible because this is 15, it has to be greater. I can say 10 and 16. 10 and 16 seem to be the only appropriate two numbers that can firmly fit into these spaces. So your integers are 8, 10, 15, and 16, then 17. Remember what I did? Follow the information given. The lowest number is 8. You can straight up write that here. We're told that the range, they just wanted you to apply your knowledge of what range is. Range is the difference between the lowest and the highest number, and it's 9. So if you have the difference, which is the range, and you have the lowest number, then you can work out the highest number, which is 17. And then we're also told that the median is 15. So the median is 15. You can also go ahead and put that there. So what we were left with was to find out this position and this position. And following out the way I worked it out here, you could see that the sum is 26. You now need to find two numbers that add up to 26. There are various two numbers that will add up to 26, but they must fit in between 8 and 15, and then 15 and 17 respectively. So the reason why I did not use 11 and 15 was because if I had used this 15, then 15 would have appeared twice, and we're told that there is no mode. If there is no mode, it means that every number appear exactly once. So if I put 15 here, it will now mean that 15 is appearing twice, which doesn't follow the given parameters here. So this does not work here. And your final 5 digits are 8, 10, 15, and 16. Moving on to the second part of question number 6. It is also in the same pattern. We are told that Hyun writes down 4 numbers. The mean of these numbers is 17. He writes down a fifth number. The mean of these 5 numbers is 20. Find the fifth. So he wrote down 4 numbers. Let's say E, F, G, H. But the mean, how do you find the mean of four numbers? The mean of four numbers using X bar to signify that is going to be the sum of the four numbers then divided by four numbers. But we're told that this mean is 17. So that means that E plus F plus G plus H divided by 4 is 17. Or this sum, E plus F plus G plus H is equals to 4 times 17, which will give us 68. So this is the first instruction. Now, he wrote down a fifth number. So let's say that fifth number is K. And the new mean of, after adding this fifth number, the new mean is now 20. So what we're going to do now is, the sum of the first four numbers is 68. So if you add 20, if you add K to it, you now have K plus 68 as the sum of all the five numbers. I mean, K plus, I'm supposed to write E plus F plus G plus H, but since I already got that value here as 68, I'm just going to say K plus 68 as the total number. Then divided by, it was supposed to be 4, but K has been added, so you have 5 numbers is equal to 20. So what you want to do is cross multiply so that you can say K plus 68 is equal to 5 times 20 is 100, and then K is going to be 100 less 68. This should be 32. So your K is simply 32. How easy is that? I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to continue in the next video the solution to, I didn't want the video to get too long. This is already past 15 minutes that I targeted. So I'm going to stop here, and then we'll see the solution to the other parts in the immediate next video on this channel. Kindly hit the subscribe button. Remember to give this video a thumbs up to make it go reach as many people as possible. Thank you very much.